As Christians, we're able to behold incredible truths of God just by observing the natural world. We can see the greatness and the power of God by examining the expanse of the universe, or the order of God by this universe being so finely tuned. But we can also observe moral principles through creation. God tells us to look to the birds of the air and the lilies of the field so that we can be reminded not to worry, but to trust in God who provides for His creation. We're told to go to the ant, you sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. That ants are tireless workers as we need to be. What if I told you that there are some wonderful lessons that can be learned from marine iguanas? Hi, this is your brother in Christ, Brian Orf, and today we're going to look at some incredible footage from planet Earth of marine iguanas. And by looking at these incredible creatures, they can teach some valuable lessons about the walk of faith we need to have after becoming a Christian. So let's go to the iguana and consider her ways and be wise.
Marine iguanas lay their eggs in sand. In June, when the hatchlings emerge, they're vulnerable. They must join the adults at the edge of the sea, but the journey will be a dangerous one.
That is very much so the case when we're born again as Christians. We're newborn babes in Jesus, and to a large degree, we're very vulnerable. When we become Christians, it's not as though we're transported into heaven. We still have to live in a world that's Satan's domain. It's at this point where Satan, the ancient serpent of old, may very well try to make every attempt to attack us, to ensnare us, to catch us. And of course, the goal of this life is to run the race, to remain faithful till we get to the promised land. Sadly, there will be many who don't make it. We have an adversary that is sly and cunning. He seeks to devour us and destroy us. He waits in the shadows to trap us and ensnare us with sin. It truly is the few who will be wise enough to escape his clutches. I love this last iguana that they display. There are so many tools that this iguana uses that we need to use as Christians.
A snake's eyes aren't very good, but they can detect movement. So if the hatchling keeps its nerve, it may just avoid detection.
That sometimes we simply need to be still and wait on the Lord our God. Other times we need to run with all our might. That we need to flee youthful lusts, flee youthful passions. That sometimes we will get entangled with temptation and sin. And in those times we need to fight with all our might and rely on the grace of God that makes escape possible. On occasions there may be a point in our lives where we may have to just trust in God and take that leap of faith. If we do these things, we can trust in God's promises that we'll have a home with the Father in heaven. May God bless us with His grace and mercy as we strive to live and walk as Christians.